We're here today to learn how to give your opossum a proper pedicure. I prefer natural colors when it comes to wildlife.
Plaque can be such a problem for opossums.
There we are. And then pat dry with a clean towel. I'm going to lubricate the tail from the base to the tip. From the base to the tip.
You thought your grandma's house smelled funny. That possum whisperer is Georgette, and while most people might be tempted to swerve their car into those trash rats, she's bringing them into her house to read bedtime stories. If it eats rotting flesh to survive, it's not a pet, it's a zombie. I say anything that hisses doesn't need a forever home. Every year, exotic pets are smuggled into our country where they take jobs away from hard-working American dogs. Owning an exotic animal is not about companionship. It's about having a weird Instagram account that makes you seem more interesting. If you need to show people how pretentious you are, but you think buying a Tesla's too on the nose, go with an exotic pet. And what makes it so exotic? Is it gonna dance for you if, God forbid, a Nickelback song starts playing? But if Georgette wants to share her bed with a disgusting nightmare weasel, I, of all people, am in no position to judge. That's why I booked that nocturnal nut job on a red-eye to Hollywood for this week's CeWEBrity Profile.
Jesus, lady, there's a freaking possum in your bed. I can set a trap if you'd like.
No, this is my companion opossum, Potato. He belongs here.
Saddest thing I've ever heard. Jeez, that thing is gross. Phil's got to come in here and see this. Hey, Phil, come on in here and bring your shotgun.
Did you shoot this possum?
God damn it, talk!
The first thing I want you to clear up is this is not a possum, correct?
Technically, it is an opossum.
Uh-huh.
Now, in Australia, there is a possum, which is a different animal.
What's the difference between the opossum and the possum?
Not that much, really.
Which one's
but there's
cuter? Is it safe for me to touch him? It is a boy?
This is a male.
What do their penises look like?
Interesting penises.
Huh.
It starts looking like a normal penis, and then at the end, it bifurcates.
Does it go out of both of those?
Yes?
Urine and ejaculate?
Oh, well, now that's an interesting question. I do not know about the urine. I know about the ejaculate.
Uh-huh. Why do you know about the ejaculate but not the urine?
Well,
So is it okay if I touch this opossum? Well, I don't
how
know.
could
Okay.
they?
No, you're right. That's definitely.
There we go.
There we go.
Yep. He would appreciate a little
So
support. Now, this is the only way to wear fur.
Agreed.
Yes.
Please don't on me. Phil, go ahead and bring me a rabies shot pronto. I wear Spanx.
Doesn't matter.
You saved my life. I love you, Phil. Did you ever watch him give birth?
I've not seen that. But if you had a teaspoon, how many baby possums could fit in it?
I would say 1.
25.
And a teaspoon. Now, do you believe life begins at conception?
I believe life begins before conception.
Oh, man. Why didn't you just become like a normal crazy cat person?
I was the crazy cat lady.
And you said you wanted to up your game?
There we go.
Oh, I startled you, and I did not mean to. When did you get your first opossum?
I guess it's been about 10 years. I started out actually with squirrels.
You ever put hats on them?
Yes, I have, but I'm not proud of it.
Is that considered cruel?
No, it's considered undignified. But we always offend somebody. You would know that.
Yes.
Goodness, you must offend a lot of people.
Well,
Hundreds of thousands of people might have been offended.
what I think is the right audience that's okay with it is tuning in. I mean, if you're blindly watching my show, that's on you. That nose is so clean. A little cross-eyed.
They get cross-eyed when they're overweight. Remember Heidi, the cross-eyed possum? The German possum? You didn't know Heidi, the German possum?
I'll be honest with you, that one slipped through the crack. How do you know when he's had enough food?
He stops eating.
Very scientific. How big is the opossum section in Petco?
It is not legal to have a pet possum. It is, however, legal to beat them to death with a shovel.
Do they hang from their tails?
If you look, see.
Oh, the tail just touched me. Oh,
That's right.
it's so
But
thick.
they're heavy.
Yes, it
And
felt so heavy. I felt
the
it.
tail is not heavy enough to support.
Oh, he's holding my hand with his tail. You got a thumb? You got a thumb in the
They
back there?
yes, they do. An
Oh.
opposable thumb
Oh,
in
that's
the back.
disgusting.
Yes.
Oh, there's
Yes.
a thumb. Doesn't have a nail on it either.
No.
It's like my dad's nails, just gross. They're falling off. Can possums do tricks?
Yes. I had a possum who played Flight of the Bumblebee on the toy piano with original lyrics.
Get out of here.
I do.
I've learned a lot, Georgette. Thank you. I now see that opossums thrive in captivity. Hell, if SeaWorld can convince the general public that magnificent whales prefer the maddening solitude at the deep end of a swimming pool, we can do the same thing for opossums.
Hi, we're opossum experts. While some misinformed liberals would have you believe opossums belong in the wild, here's a scientific fact. Those people are stupid.
Where would you rather be? Rummaging through filthy trash or sleeping in a nice warm bed?
Now, despite their razor-sharp teeth and unpleasant overall appearance, opossums rarely attack humans.
Have you always dreamed of having a pet rat, but thought it would be too small? Find an opossum.
They'll get along great with your other pets, I think. Who wouldn't want to splash around in the family pool with one of these cute little guys?
And because they're nocturnal, you have the peace of mind knowing they're keeping you safe all night while you sleep.
The only thing cuter than an adult opossum is a ton of baby opossums. Opossums can give birth to 25 young at once, up to 3 times a year. That's a lot of opossums.
They're perfect for children who don't make any sudden movements. What better way to teach kids about nature than to rip a wild animal from its mother and drastically shorten its lifespan?
No one can prove that it traumatizes them because no one speaks opossum. We're not sure, but we think they like to be detailed. So lop that gross wrinkled pink rope off and make yourself a lucky keychain or a fun toy for lonely nights.
And when they die in a year or two, no need to be sad. You can celebrate their life by turning their carcass into a rich, protein-packed stew.
Well, remember, they cannot feel pain. I'm a scientist.
We wouldn't work here if they could.
Brought to you by Opossum World, a new endeavor from the morally and financially bankrupt folks at SeaWorld.
Opossum World is discontinuing their shows at the California location, but we'll still be torturing opossums in Florida and Texas.